Sage, and you guys are going to see it immediately right off the rip.
I do like
Why not show ban face? Hello, that is so stupid.
To consistently know,
Ban face is so important in this game.
If you maybe forgot what the bans might have been, but
yeah,
I am excited. They are going to be. Looks like they're locking in. You know, I think we see a lock in of Strange here, which is definitely unique. That's a collusion.
Oh wow! So these guys get to see what we don't.
GENG were looking at getting rid of the Phoenix as well. So there's a lot of, or that's on the side of GENG rather.
That is
so
so
we'll see kind of what happens when they come in, but. The biggest thing that I've noticed so far, and we've seen in practice and stuff, is that, like we said, when we come in and we watch the players during the ban phase, they just kind of vibe and do nothing.
I wonder
right?
what
the
like specs they play
in charge of the
and how much
phase.
FPS they're
Everybody else
getting.
is kind of locked in, ready to go and play the game.
Because this game is very
because you want to take off as much
shitty,
pressure of those players as much as possible.
like
because
very badly
we saw teams
optimized.
like, Team Sentinels. Their coach is a player in Crimzo.
That's so cool.
I mean, Crimzo, I mean, he must have immense stress, yeah for sure,
Crimzo
on
is
his
a
shoulders. So
coach now?
alleviating some of that pressure, a lot of that stress off of your guys. And it's interesting that I think Luna Snow, for like across the board, has been a priority of everybody in terms of Protect.
Yeah. I mean, Luna Snow, you already talked about Crystal right on the off angle, but the ultimate being incredibly impactful. The hit scan damage, raw damage output is not only, and healing, right? Like it's wild. And the clap, right? If you use the clapping ability and you call that out for your team, fully commit. It is you know, penetrating through the squad. It heals everybody, keeps everybody hyper aggro. It is the way to play. So make sure you're calling that out when you're using that ability as a Luna Snowman as we get into the game here.
Yeah, we will get in a moment as well as everybody's sort of coming through. We're going to the ban phase. Now, I might have spoiled it. Oh, my goodness.
We'll run it back.
Well, yeah, I completely forgot, actually, what happened, guys, as everybody is sort of locking in the...
Wait, is this the ban phase? Oh, it is the ban phase.
As we have the first bans come through. This is the first time we get to see something like this.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, so Human Torch bans on the side of GENG, and then they protected Luna Snow. I feel so bad. I literally just leaked the entire ban phase. We weren't supposed to see it. I'll look away next time.
No, it's good.
But yeah, so Human Torch getting rid of as well for the side of Envy.
Luna
and everybody talks about how good that character is.
Yeah. Yeah, I
What
mean,
team ban
we
Torch,
could discuss that again,
Psylocke
but
ban.
honestly,
I don't think Speedly would ever get to play Psylocke, by the way.
There's a lot of triple strategists being run, or excuse me,
Cap ban.
running Guardians composition. That triple res is insane. Teams are at this level of play finding the most value. You don't need the highest stat lines, and we can talk
this
about
map
how
is good
stat lines
for.
are, you know, don't worry about it. Don't trust stat lines because we've seen Guardians comps that are almost negative in stat lines still taking wins because those picks are negated immediately. They retake a fight, they find value. It costs them a couple, getting KO'd a couple times, but it doesn't matter as long as you get the point or whatever you're achieving.
Max save.
Absolutely, Kalu's trying to hide away from the lights on the max. That's funny. Trying to keep his vision safe. And I mean, it's always going to be bright on the stage. That's why they call it the bright lights, right? On the main stage competing. And now we get to see the entire ban phase come through. Next time, Shiv, I will not be looking at that early. So
we're all learning together.
Can we not
together here? And you know, like the prioritization of Snow came through, and both Vanguards, like you said, the Doctor
Psylocke, man, I want to see him play
Magneto
Psylocke.
keeping theirs as well. Mantis, like we said, that is interesting. That character has been so strong at this event. I figured it was like maybe overestimated or overstated by us. Maybe talking about how strong
this is a
Mantis
good
was
map for
before,
GENG.
but now we're actually seeing the power of that damage boost and stuff, right?
Fun to play this map
I
a
do
lot.
think it's slept on by our region. I mean, there's teams like Sentinels that run it really well. Honestly, a lot of the teams are not afraid to run it, but I do think Mantis in general is a little bit slept on. They're electing to ban Mantis.
Nah, Mantis is ass,
which
I'm
may have
sorry.
been different in the past. As we start off here, immediately into the action, we go. Oh, do I? Yes, there is triple Vanguard. I told you we are going to see some unique stuff here. The whole the side of Envy running triple. They have done this in the past. Going to play on the high side now. Brownie going to be playing Psylocke, looking towards the left, putting a ton of damage on Cal, who's on Cap. I don't think we've ever seen that. Was playing Magneto last time. Might have, no, was not banned out. No, excuse me, it was banned out. GENG, you'll see the bans actually from the opposition above. Choppa trying to get some damage. We do see the Moon Knight just to try to counter off here. The beginning of
You'll get ultimate so fast. He already has ultimate.
Very well, Cal trying to chase here again onto Brownie. Brownie getting stuck, almost going to pay for it as Cal's keeping that pressure up. Ultron from Speedery out on Snake. Down goes Snake and Choppa, and this triple hold is looking clean as Window gets another. Yeah, that Ultron rate fills up so quickly still. They did not change that in the previous patch, so coming into it, Speedery pops that ultimate, goes towards the spawn doors before anything is built on the side of GENG because they were able to get so much charge off of damage, off of the
healing that Ultron does. So they're just kind of doing a good job staying alive. Also, Cal is giving the snowflake, so he is never going to be found. Brownie's over
full
2.
DPS,
that,
no? Like 3,
Iron Man as well. So much damage on the opposite side for the time of Team of GENG. Let's see if they're able to combo well.
See, this is one of those developments in the meta. Oh, Window! Gonna clean up Brownie there. Great psionic seduction by Kaluj. We'll get back to that in a minute. Speedery
Hello?
Choppa.
GENG, are we
Again,
stupid?
not overcommitting those ultimates. Still holding on, only using Kaluj. And Speedery's already back to Ultron's
Is it just
range.
me or
Are you
the
kidding me? These
FPS
players
just
are
dropped?
insane. This triple hold is wild to look at. And this is what I was going to say. These new developments in the game, triple is now a thing, right? This is something that was not present in Season 0 and 1. And now we're seeing it far more as we climb through 2 and 3. And now teams are trying to figure out how to counter it using things like Moon Knight and Iron Man. Maybe even Magic from things like Sentinels. Just these unique picks that excel.
They didn't get anything from the combo.
And off we go. Ultron's Rage trying to find some value out of Xe. Good escape there. And there is, the maximum pulse is
they
not
got
left.
nothing from the Iron Man.
It's good for Envy, who are staying
nice.
strong here on the high side.
But why are we still on
Looking very
tanks?
good, getting walled in. And Window gonna have to walk back. It's looking now towards their favor.
Either go dive,
Psionic Seduction to follow up, and that is a
full
lot of
dive, or
damage.
go
Damage
DPS.
boosted Psionic is gonna hit the backline as Speedery goes
Wait a
down.
minute.
And nice return by GENG.
Yeah, they're coming back though on that side. Tori went down to Cal, and they come back with Sonic Seduction. I mean, they were able to kind of come through. Even though Speedery goes down, he'll be able to fly back. More eliminations found Shib. As this first point hold's going on, man, still, you would think a team like GENG, who has a lot of experienced players, would not get spawn held like this. But we are 3 minutes off the clock, man.
Are you kidding me? And that is an example again of value.
Going,
down to 1 minute
okay,
here for the
going
Sonic GENG,
just
not even out their door.
Punisher
Envy
is just
still gonna have
stupid.
the
Punisher
back
and
if need be. And that's
Iron
why they
Man,
kept
you
the
are
strange
just giving them
great
free
play.
eyes,
This is
even though they
from
have
my
3
window.
healers.
Getting ready with that strangling prison. The hold coming in. Does Groot say we are Groot together? Guess not yet. As we do see out goes the final. Ooh, Nero gonna find Brownie. Xe on a Kaluj traded evenly. We are gonna have a number down on the Vanguard side for NB. GENG gonna find another as Xe takes out Window. 2 Vanguards down. The teleport may come through here. Yes, Kaluj making that switch.
How does Cal not have
onto Cal.
ultimate?
And finally, GENG are
Did he
getting out the
use it
door.
already?
25 seconds on the clock.
I mean, job done. I think right now for Envy, we'll see if they can keep it up. Obviously, they still have a while to go in terms of getting that whole teleport comes through.
They can have
This
one
is
more
why they
fight.
protected that Doctor Strange. And right now we're in the second phase of the map, or second part of the first phase of the map, where we're already 10 seconds left to go. 2 professional teams, by the way, and one of them's getting potentially spawn camped. We'll see how GENG does here.
And that is going to be a Q fest as we see Speedery immediately launching that Rage. Does not get value, and that is good position there by GENG. Way to hold on there. Even being down and off the charge. Out goes the strangling prison. It's huge. Do they find value? Iron Man, no! He got frozen too! What just happened? I think he got turned. He got frozen.
I think, yeah, he got
Trying to
frozen. I
turn
could
back, believe,
see on
and
the
hit
top
him.
right.
But no, it didn't even need to happen.
He had like
As we see
something
Kaluj,
frozen
Speedery
on
onto
his screen.
Choppa. Will they end this now? Nero onto Snake. What a hold here for Envy. Overtime ticking down slowly. The dance
Nero
floor is
on
being
the
forced
sticks?
out. Will they be
No,
able to get
Nero
back
is
to the
playing
point in
on-
time through the wall soon? Gets tackled away by Cal, and they are held.
Nero is
At
playing on
point
my
one.
controller.
I mean, what a shock. An absolute insane performance by the side of Envy, and they looked like a well-oiled machine. That was not map 1. It was not as close as you would think it would be on that round at all in this map. I mean, Envy just looked disgusting. By the way, they are now up a single map, and this potentially could close it out. That could send GENG into the loser brackets already this early in the tournament, man. And I like their adjustments, right? Just to talk about it a little bit. They, instead of having Nero on Ultron like they did in our North American stage 1, got Speedily on that Ultron. And we talk about how good that guy is on flyers. And it's not that Nero can't play flyers and stuff. It's just that I like that adjustment. It makes so much sense. And I think that you're seeing Cal as well over the Captain America, sort of being that flexible player, picking up more heroes. I like this adjustment from Team Envy and Coach Gator to make those changes coming into such a big stage like this.
Yeah,
it's huge.
I think that is the strategy they've been running is when they're running triple, they have Speedery running that Ultron, and they're not afraid to pull Nero out when they're going back to a more traditional composition. I mean, we saw Cal smiling there, but everyone else has been locked on the side of Envy. They know the job's not done, and you look over here at GENG, who they want this. They want to hold on. They've got to get real creative now.
Why no replays, no POVs? Hello, production.
Wow.
And Gen G is not a bad team.
What are we
They're
doing?
insane.
Yeah, and maybe that goes to show
Yeah,
the Sternbucks are
Wolverine
adding up,
was
and
open,
Shib is
hello?
going to look like a giga genius when Envy wins this whole tournament, potentially. Obviously, there's a lot of good
Nah,
teams
Gen G
still ready to
played
go.
it
And
so
I
bad.
think we cannot talk about how it's crazy that Envy is even in the play-in stage, considering everything we've heard behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We'll see how things play out, but man, I would feel so demotivated right now about Gen G.
Dude,
they are also doing the
right now is so
swan
insane.
cam, swan hole.
Keeping the damage boost on everyone. Notice
Swan
the low
cam.
level of play. You can see obviously the aura for those who maybe don't know.
But
where
look
the
at
damage boost
their
is into effect,
combo.
but
They
they're
have
using it
like
to their advantage as down goes Choppa, cannot be out-healed even through positioning, and already Envy are walking them back on a map that was chosen by Gen G. What a set of plays here from the side of Envy as they do find two, and they are going to force teleport here right back from Choppa.
They're done. They're done. Nothing else to talk about here, Shib. Honestly. I mean, you have actually Rez himself. They come through the backside. They're on triple strategist.
Oh, my
Points about to be
goodness.
capped, too. 1 meter left to go. Nobody's there.
And
they portal off the door. You're right. I barely even noticed that towards the
too
end.
fast. This game was too
Nail in the
fast.
coffin. And you win.
That was insane. I
And
mean,
you played really
we're
well.
speechless.
Really well.
yeah, that's